Hey everybody, Andy here with Addictive Archery. Today I got something a little different for you. I know we've been building a lot of arrows and a lot of how-to videos here on the channel, but today we're going to show you one of our first hunting videos. So you've probably seen my kids around in the videos. My son, be quite honest, I've created a little monster. All he thinks about is hunting and fishing and being out in the outdoors. Ever since he was a little guy, barely able to walk, he's been shooting a bow, he's been following me around, and he's just taken to it like no other. So, a couple years ago, at the age of 8, he decided he wanted to take his hunter safety course. It turns out turkeys is the first thing he could hunt. Now, to be honest with you, I have never hunted turkeys before. Turkeys are something relatively new to Oregon. They started a season, I believe, in the mid-'80s for us around here, and I never hunted them because, quite frankly, I was always too busy. I was chasing my career, going to college, doing other things, and what little bit of time off I had, I saved it for elk. Well, since this was the first tag he could get on his own, so last year when he turned 9, quite honestly, neither of us knew what we were doing. I could get him to call back, I couldn't get him to come in, and it was a disaster. But this year, I started watching a few more videos, started trying to educate myself and talking with other friends, gave us some tips on what we were doing wrong, and we were able to turn it around. So that's what this video is going to be about. It's going to be our first hunting video. A little bit more about Owen. I've taken him out elk hunting. He's one heck of an elk bugler. His voice hasn't changed yet, so he can voice bugle. All I did is get him a little bugle tube. He's gotten really good at it. Hopefully this year we can get one to come in and I can do my part. For now, we'll show you his first turkey hunt. Friday morning, I was able to get up really early before the season started, and I was able to hear the turkeys up in their roost tree. I was able to sneak in to about 100 yards and watch them come out of the roost tree and head out of the area. Later on that afternoon, Bob the bow hunter, or as my kids call him, Uncle Bobbert, came over and came out to lend a hand. So later that afternoon, we went in, we set up the blind, put the decoys in the blind and everything, ready to go for the next morning. As we were backing out, we noticed the trail that the turkeys were using was further up the ridge. We decided to try it anyway. We were going to leave our blind where we were at. We weren't sure when the turkeys were going to come back in, and we didn't want to get caught and get busted out of there. So we snuck out, went back to camp. Later on that night, right at dusk, we hiked up the ridge. So we are 400 or 500 yards above where we seen the turkeys, and we were able to see the turkeys come walking back in and go right up into the same roost tree. it was game on. We were pretty excited. It was hard sleeping that night because we knew we were going to be able to get into the turkeys the next day. So Saturday morning on the opener, we got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, well before daylight, and we hiked in there in the pitch dark, which is still pretty amazing for him because I think he's still a little bit afraid of the dark. But following Uncle Bobbert and with me in the back, we got down into the blind. About 4:30, we set the decoys out and we just waited in there for the sun to come up. Right as the sun came up, we started to hear him gobble. That's when it got really exciting. After they landed, we actually heard them fly out of the tree. We're hearing them, Bob's starting to call every once in a while. Then all of a sudden, Owen spots them. They're on the ridge, going up on the same trail that we saw earlier. We were kind of afraid that we had set the blind up in the wrong location. We were too far down the ridge. Tell you what, I was nervous. I was nervous for Owen because we were finally into him. We were actually seeing the turkeys. I was nervous that they were going to walk out of the area and it was going to be a repeat of last year where he wasn't even going to get an opportunity to harvest a turkey. That's when Bob really started talking to him with a little more emphasis. Fortunately, one of the toms happened to look down the ridge and see our decoys. As soon as he made contact with those decoys, we knew it was on. Shoot him, bud. Shoot him. Got him. Nice shot, buddy. Yeah! Oh.
Go ahead. Go out there.
I know.
Go out there. Go out there.
After he made that shot, we both completely lost it. I haven't seen Bob move that fast ever before. He gets out of the blind. Owen gets out of the blind. I grab his rifle to help him get out. I clear it. I'm trying to get out. I get tangled up in the guy wires. There's a tree right next to the blind. I think Bob was so excited he probably jumped right over the top because, like I said, he was out on top of that turkey before any of us knew what was going on.
Oh, that was so What'd you like?
Oh, my goodness. Here, hold him up. It's still kicking. Hold him down here below the spurs. That was incredible.
He's hard.
Head him up. Lift him up. Look this way, buddy. Here, look over at your dad. Here, I'll hold one leg. Look over this way. That is so cool. Dude, that's awesome. What was that? 12 yards maybe?
I just heard shooting.
By the time I got out there, they had already gotten to it, and it was one of the most exciting experiences I've ever had. Tops anything, even when I shot my monster bull elk, this tops it. Being able to see my son accomplish his goal of harvesting a turkey, all that hard work he went through trying to pass his hunter safety course and getting ready and shooting and just, you know, learning his woodsmanship skills and stuff, to see him do that, it was great. I highly encourage any parents out there, if you have any kids that are interested in getting out in the woods and hunting and chasing animals and learning where their food comes from, give them that opportunity. It will be a game changer. Now, one thing his mom and I have always thought was very important is that they do know where their food comes from. We live on the farm, we raise pigs and cows and chickens, so the kids are harvesting eggs. We slaughter pigs and we slaughter the cows to eat. So the same thing here. The kids help pluck and gut and get the turkey ready. We came back, they even helped with cooking dinner. I tell you what, it was one of the best meals we've ever had. I also really want to thank Bob. He's one of my best friends, great hunting partner. My kids have known him ever since they were little, and that's why he has the nickname Uncle Bobbert, because they couldn't say Robert or Bob, so they got combined. And to have him there really made it special. He was able to help Owen out, holding the shooting sticks, kind of talking him through, allowed me to film, and just having him around made it that much better. I hope you like this film. Please leave a comment below. If you want to see more like this, let me know. Or if there's any other topics you want to cover with making arrows or traditional archery in general, hit the little bell icon. I can't, with my schedule and just life, I cannot get on a time schedule to release videos. So if you hit that bell icon, you'll get notified when I put something out. I'm not going to be able to do it on a weekly basis or even on a monthly basis. As time goes on, life just gets in the way. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Beard. Got a beard? Nice beard, Ava. Nice beard, huh?
No picking. Whoa.
Owen the turkey slayer.
These days seem to think new technology.
And it'll be Owen the bear slayer.
The other hand. Grandpa taught me long ago how to listen to the land.